Hey guys, long time no see. I am on a Carley Fortune reading bender. Well, not a bender. I've read them in the last couple months. When did I read them? So I read them one in June, one in August, and one in September. So the past 3 months, 4 months. Forgot about July, guys. Um, yeah, I kind of want to do like a little vlog about what I was feeling about Carley Fortune. My friend Charlie loves her. So I was determined to get through all of them so I could read One Golden Summer with her, but obviously she's already read One Golden Summer because I've been slow. I apologize, Charlie. So I read the 3 books before One Golden Summer, so I'm just gonna debrief what I thought about that, and then I'll probably in a later video talk about what I thought about in One Golden Summer actually. I'm really excited for One Golden Summer though because Charlie is chef's kiss. Um, so in June, I read This Summer Will Be Different. That's my favorite one. Okay, it literally went favorite to least favorite for reads, like in order. It was crazy. So This Summer Will Be Different was basically brother's best friend. Not brother's best friend. Best friend's brother. We're doing great. It's the end of the day, guys. I'm tired. So it's Lucy and Felix, and Lucy's best friend is Bridget, and Bridget's brother is Felix. And basically, they just keep having like flirty things happening. And it's supposed to be silly, goofy fun, but of course, people catch feelings. It's very cute. They're all spicy, but not like super spicy. Like on Fable, I rate it the first spice level, like some spice, because it kind of is. What is it called? Like it's kind of closed door to me, I think, because it doesn't really like explicitly state what's happening. It's just kind of like the lead up and then they shut the door. This was really fun. The tension was fun. I was on the edge of my seat for this one. There was a lot of drama with Bridget, the best friend. She had her own stuff going on, so like it added into the drama because you think she knows about the relationship the whole time, but it's not even about that. And then also Lucy's just really anxious, which is hilarious. But all the men, like Carley Fortune Wright, not all of them. I actually hated Sam. Sorry, not sorry. But most of the men she writes are very cute. I mean, they're all problematic. Maybe at the like that male character was really. Yeah, I don't. What was his name? That's how irrelevant he was to me. Will Baxter. Okay, that's why he has a white boy name. So, so I rated This Summer Will Be Different 4 stars. I had a good time reading it, actually. It was cute. I personally love a best friend's brother romance, so I was like vibing with it. And then the next book is like, what would you label it? Like second chance? Like they meet one night randomly, and then she's like, in a year, like come meet me at the lake. Obviously, the title "Meet Me at the Lake," and then he doesn't come. And then they meet again later in life, and she's going through some stuff. He's emotionally unavailable. Not even emotionally unavailable, just emotionally complicated. Like I don't think he needs therapy, and he needs to realize that it's his own life. I think most of these characters need therapy, honestly. It's like Abby Jimenez characters where they just trauma dump the whole time. I feel like it's that. I feel like that's a generation of like these writers though these days though, because everyone wants to make special characters. You know what I mean? Like everyone has trauma, but for some reason these authors think their characters are special. So I'm like, okay, I get it. They're traumatized, whatever. So we at the lake. What did I rate it? I rated it 3.5 stars. Okay, so it's basically Fern and Will. Fern and Will meet one random night. They literally spend the entire night together. Unfortunately, Fern has a boyfriend, so nothing hanky panky happens. But it should. You know? Like, Fern's not happy. And she wants to take her life in a different direction. And Will is figuring stuff out. He has a lot of family stuff. And then they don't want to ruin it by, like, giving each other a glimpse into each other's life, I think, basically, is what the gist I got. So they don't give each other's numbers, each other's Facebook, nothing. They're just like, let's live our lives for a year, meet back in a year, and maybe it'll work out. Obviously, that doesn't happen. So Fern goes on and does her own thing. Will does too. And Fern's mom passes away, and she has to take over this resort her family runs. And who, lo and behold, who's at the resort? It's Will. And Will's there. Actually, you know what's crazy? Fern's mom hired Will. Okay? Had no idea who his man was. Hires him and is like, can you help me with my resort because it's kind of going downhill? And he's there. And Fern's like, my mom died, by the way, so I'm the person you're meeting. You know, honestly, Carly's kind of funny for that, because when I was reading it, I was like, yeah, okay, that's hilarious. Yeah. I read this book. When did I read this book? I read this book August. It took me 2 days to read. Like, I didn't particularly enjoy. Okay. I was sad and I read it pretty fast in 2 days, but then I also was like, the ending, I was like, oh, I really hate Annabelle, guys. That lady Annabelle. she's Will's sister, and she's just very blunt, but like, actually maybe I do like her, because she did come up and call out Fern. She didn't even call out Fern. She just was rude to Fern, but it got her little butt moving. You know what I mean? Annabelle's so funny. I can't. She's really sassy. She's a good little younger sister, actually. Yeah, she pissed me off. In like the ending scene, for the people who haven't seen it, I'm not gonna spoil it, but for the people that did read it, in the ending scene, I was like, girl, I would have clocked you. I would have clocked you. Yeah. I think I have anger issues though sometimes. Because when I'm reading these books, sometimes I'm like, how are y'all forgiving these men? I would have clocked them and left. Like, I know when you're emotionally attached to someone, you'll forgive more. Like the thing when you stay in a toxic relationship because you always are forgiving, you have emotional attachment to them, you're going to continuously go back because you believe in like good things with them. But like sometimes when I'm reading these men, what these men do, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't understand how they're going back to you. Anyways, 3.5 stars. My review was, I did read this book in one setting, but it was only 3.5 stars, so, okay. Gotta take some salt with that one. Okay, then I just finished today, Every Summer After, which is Sam and Persephone, but everyone calls her Percy. These Percy Jackson fans. Not JK, Persephone. Is Percy just shortened version of Persephone? You know what? Percy Jackson should be Persephone's kid. That'd be cooler. Anyways, no, I do like Poseidon though. I really want to watch the new season of Percy Jackson. I wonder, is it out already? I don't know. I haven't checked Disney Plus. Okay, that'll happen. Also, for time reference, today the Summer I Turned Pretty last episode dropped. I stopped watching it after episode 2 because I hated it. And Every Summer After, the third book for Carley Fortune, literally is a mix between The Summer I Turned Pretty and Love in Other Words. So I literally read it and I was like, I was so mad because I don't really like The Summer I Turned Pretty. I know it's supposed to be because they're little immature kids. And my coworker Kim, she always tells me, she's like, Brett, it's immature kids. Like, that's the fun of it. You get yearning, you get drama, you get like the fun little kids making bad decisions. Like, that's the whole point of it. But I don't like it. Okay? Like, it's pissing me off. Like, Belly pisses me off every episode. Jeremiah is just, like, a little prick. Conrad's okay, but he just takes it, man. Yeah. Anyway, so Every Summer After pretty much felt like The Summer I Turned Pretty to me, and I was like, okay, this is fine, but it's Percy and Sam. They're childhood best friends to lovers, obviously. Something goes awry. They get separated for 12 years, but guess who's back? Sam. She comes back to the island because Sam isn't back, Brett. Whatever. Percy is back to see Sam because it's Sam's mom's funeral. You can tell my brain's literally buffering right now. Work was intense today, guys. Okay? Leave me alone. Yeah, so Percy, she hasn't talked to Sam for 12 years. Okay? And they see each other for the funeral, and they're getting nice and cozy. And it's like one of those flashback books where it's like one chapter in present, and then a flashback, and then chapter in present, and then a flashback. So, like, you're getting the past, what happened in the past, but then also like you're kind of in the present. So if you don't like those timeline books, like I wouldn't really suggest it. I really enjoy them because you're kind of piecing together the puzzle as you're going, and they keep referencing like what happened at Thanksgiving, like if like she keeps talking about this big event that broke them up at Thanksgiving, but then you're going like way back to when they're 13 and then when they're 14 and then 15, and like what Thanksgiving was when they were in college. So you're like, come on, get there already. And you're trying to piece it together. I honestly didn't guess what was going to happen at Thanksgiving. I thought it was just going to be like a cute little fight. No, I'm not going to spoil it. I want to, but I'm not. But obviously something big happens and they break up. Well, I don't even think like they broke up. They just stopped talking and then that's how they broke up. Like you're like, oh, all right, I guess that happened. Yeah, and they're like rekindling their love in the present day, but then also they haven't talked about what happened at Thanksgiving, so you're confused the entire time. You're like, do you or do you not know what happened at Thanksgiving? Yeah, and then there's two brothers, so there's Sam and Charlie, and honestly, F Sam. I hated Sam. Sam is immature, Sam is, yeah, I don't know, I just didn't appreciate Sam. I loved Charlie, and One Golden Summer, the newest Carley Fortune book, is about Charlie, so I'm about to eat it up, guys. Well, I hope. Obviously, I don't know. I'm hoping it's the best one yet, because I've heard good things, but I really like Charlie. I would have picked Charlie. If this was an instance where you had to pick one brother, I would have picked Charlie. Because Sam kind of sucks, but whatever. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, sorry, this one is the freshest one in my head, but I give it 3 stars. This is the review I wrote. Not gonna lie, I am Team Charlie. I think the book was a mix between Love and Other Words and The Summer I Turned Pretty, reiterating. The ending was highly unsatisfying and left me feeling like she settled down with the wrong brother. Obviously we know it's a second chance romance. Why? I think I don't like second chance romances. You know what though? I just read Before I Let Go by Kenny Ryan, and it was beautiful, and I loved it. And so maybe I just need a second chance romance where the characters actually grow, you know? Because I didn't see a lot of growth in this one. I mean, Charlie pushed them to grow, I think personally. Okay, he did a lot of the pushing. Sam, he was still immature, and he like basically was keeping his emotions to himself till the last very second. And I was like, that was a lot of emotional growth for the last 5 minutes of the book. It felt kind of rushed. And then Percy, she's going through a lot. I think Percy went through a lot of growth, honestly. Not enough growth to like apologize to people, obviously. Like she didn't apologize to Delilah, who is her best friend throughout the book, who she pissed off. She didn't apologize to Sam or Charlie. She didn't apologize to Sam and Charlie's mom, whose funeral she's at. She just basically stopped talking to everyone. It was just sad. Like, don't do it to the mom. Yeah, I don't know. She comes in and she's like kind of a hot mess. She's having panic attacks. She's a hot mess. What, did she change at all? I'm trying to think if there was any emotional growth that I really saw. Like, besides she realized she needs to need other people. Like, she can't do everything by herself. She can rely on her friends and can rely on the people in her life. She doesn't really have to do it by herself, which I think was her biggest growth moment. And then she knew she messed up. She messed up pretty bad with Sam, but he messed up pretty bad too. So, like, they both messed up. They both hurt each other. There's some good lines in this book, though. Like, some of the literature, there's some good lines that I was like, oh, that's good writing. I think it was really good writing. The characters were just, like, too flawed without any solution. You know what I mean? No character development, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they weren't working on themselves. They didn't, like, come to a compromise. Like, basically, the epilogue is basically, like, it says they're constantly fighting and bickering and, like, clapping back at each other, but they know that they're meant for each other, so they stay together. That sounds like me sitting at home when I'm 10 years old being like, hey, parents, you probably should get divorced. You know? Like, that's who their kid is going to be. So, that epilogue was deeply unsatisfying. I was like, oh, that's going to be problematic in the future. Yeah, but anyways, I'm excited for One Golden Summer. The last book, Every Summer After, had, like, a sneak peek of One Golden Summer. So she's a photographer, and it's Charlie, and I love Charlie, so it's gonna be great. Yeah, but otherwise, it's September 17th right now when I'm filming this. So I put a hold on at the library for One Golden Summer. I wonder, I did at Libby. So I have one library, the Los Angeles Public Library has Libby, and then my city library does iCloud. So maybe, how do I find out what hold I'm at? Can you see like what number? I'm a new Libby user, guys, so bear with me. Okay, One Golden Summer. This one, I'm 845th in line for the audiobook. I'm 1,382nd in line for the actual book. Does it tell you, like, how many weeks? No. Of course it doesn't tell you that. Maybe if I do the other library, let's see what the other library has. One Golden Summer. I spelled one wrong. I can't type for shit, guys, is what I'm realizing. Okay, one, golden, there we go. This one, let's place hold. Oh, 6-week wait, that's not horrible. Is there, oh, I also got another Libby library card. I have 2 Libby library cards now, so that's good of me. That's so good of me. Let's look up, how do you switch libraries? You guys are watching me become an old lady in real time because I'm apparently old. Okay, this library does not have it. One Golden Summer. It just comes up. You know how we used to do the summaries, like when you didn't want to read something in high school, it comes up with the summaries. That's so stupid. Okay, so I put both Libby. Okay, so I'll probably read it in 6 weeks. So there'll be an update video in 6 weeks of what I thought of Carley Fortune. That's fun. I kind of low-key want to do an Ali Hazelwood review, but I feel like that's overdone. I was gonna do just like a weekly reading vlog, but since I finished Carley Fortune, I was in the Carley Fortune mood. Overall, I really do like her writing. She does create complex, like emotionally complex stories with like deep plot lines, I feel like. Like, she does flesh out her plots, but her endings aren't always fleshed out. That's what I don't like. I feel like her beginnings and middles very solid, but her endings I'm always left unsatisfied. Definitely Meet Me at the Lake. I was unsatisfied with that ending. It wasn't the worst one, though. The worst one was definitely this one, Every Summer After. Like, the ending was just like, oh, okay. All good. All good, babe. We're fine. Yeah, but it is deeply flawed characters, so it is really realistic of deeply flawed characters who are able to compromise to get over those flaws to be in a relationship. So it is heartening to see, like, these people can't get over their flaws, basically. You may be mentally ill, but you can love someone. Also, I deleted my TikTok and my Instagram. I think the Instagram account is still up. I just deleted like the app because social media sucks and it makes me sad. So I've been just living life. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Inspiring me to film a YouTube video because I like yapping. So I think I'm just gonna try to post more on YouTube. I say that, but then I always like remember like months later, like, oh hey, you have a YouTube account. So I'm gonna try. I'm not in school right now, so I think it should be easier. I don't know, I've been really social lately, so it's been hard to find time to film when it's quiet at home. Obviously my parentals aren't home right now, that's why I'm filming. Otherwise my dad would be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe I should do a video where I make my dad read a smutty book. That'd be interesting. I think that'd be funny, actually. Or my mom. My mom would love it. Yeah, but anyways, I hope you guys are having a great week. Let me know what you think about Carley Fortune. Obviously, okay, let me do my ranking, actually. So my ranking, it's literally 1, 2, 3 of what I just said. So this summer will be different. Top, mid, Meet Me at the Lake, and last, Every Summer After. If One Golden Summer isn't at the top or the second one, I don't want it. Okay, I don't want it. So far, Carley Fortune definitely is not an automatic buy for me. I definitely think I'm gonna have to see if it's a second chance romance or not. Because if it's a second chance romance, I might be like, it's gonna go at the bottom of the TBR pile for now, because I really don't like how she writes them. As where if it's a Candy Ryan second chance romance, immediately gobbled it up. I also just wrote, I've been in a romance mood lately. When did I also want to suggest to people? Oh, I read Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Bastone? I'm pronouncing that wrong. Don't crucify me. Promise Me Sunshine, 4.5 stars, lovely. It was amazing. It's very like self-helpy. If you like, because Wedding People to me is a fiction self-help book. That's how Promise Me Sunshine is. It's a fiction self-help book. Basically, if you're down in the dumps and depressed, you should probably read that book to make yourself feel better. And then First Time Caller by B.K. Borison, I finally read it. 4 stars. It was very cute. It's very like, if you want a light, fluffy romance, it's gonna make you go, amazing. It's not very deep-rooted plotted, not very deep-rooted emotional characters, like not very like intersecting web of plot. It's very cute little fluffy romance. On the other hand, I am reading Blood Over Brighthaven, so that's my current read right now. It's so good. I love Emma Wong. Sword of Kaiyan was 5 stars for me, so Blood Over Brighthaven is looking to either be 4 to 5 star range. Depending on the ending. I'm at like the 75% mark right now, so if it's like really good, we'll see. Anyways, I'm yapping now. I need to stop. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you, Mom, Dad, and Charlie for watching this video because those are my 3 loyal viewers. I love you. I will post this when I post this. I hope you're having a great September. Yeah. Tell me what you're reading. Like and subscribe. Yeah, bye. I love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a great day.